concussion and a fractured wrist, but if you've ever been to the hospital you'd know that the waiting time is incredibly long. So about 5 hours later we are finally good to go home. My husband is on his way from the airport and we decided to meet up at in-laws' house. When I got to the house I knocked on the door multiple times but to no avail, which is weird because the lights are on. I start calling my MIL because I thought maybe she didn't hear me. I called 4 times and no answer. So now I'm starting to get worried. I start banging on the door like a crazy person when my FIL pulls up into the driveway and asks. I started explaining to him and he quickly opens the door. I start yelling for my MIL and I get no response. I run upstairs while FIL searches downstairs. When I reach the bedroom, what I saw completely broke my heart. I see my mother-in-law trying to wake my baby, panicking. I look at my daughter and she is completely red, swollen, her hair is short and blonde. The moment I saw this I started yelling like a crazy person, grabbed my daughter and yelled at FIL to call an ambulance. As I run down the stairs with my baby, my husband arrives. I'm screaming and crying, spewing incoherent words. After what felt like eternity, the ambulance arrived and we rushed to the ER. They took my baby and started doing everything they could to save her. MIL stayed home and my parents went home to rest, which is understandable. I was finally able to explain to them what had happened, and it's safe to say both my husband and FIL were furious. About 2 hours and my MIL arrives, and without thinking I jump on her and start screaming and hitting her. My husband manages to get me off of her and FIL escorts her out of the hospital. The doctors finally come out and tell me my daughter will okay. She simply had an allergic reaction to all the chemicals, so they had to shave off the remainder of her hair. He also says that if I hadn't found her when I did, her chances of making it would have been close to none. My husband and I were so relieved to hear our baby girl was okay. We stayed overnight in the hospital and were good to go. When we got home, my husband and I had a serious conversation and decided we would go no contact with MIL and I would leave my job to stay with my daughter until she was ready to start school, as I no longer wanted to take any chances. After a while our phones started getting bombarded with messages from relatives, some taking our side and the rest taking MIL's side, saying that I was an asshole for attacking her as it wasn't going to help my baby. We took it to social media and shared that we would be going no contact with MIL and filing for a restraining order, and we would not hesitate to block and go and see anyone else who decides to defend her actions. I also wanted to add that FIL has decided to divorce MIL as he cannot stand to look at her, so at least my daughter will get to grow with her paternal grandfather. Anyways, here is where I want to ask, was I wrong for attacking her? Should I have just yelled at her to leave and taken a different approach? Am I an asshole?